Hello, good morning everyone. It has been a very long time. Not a long time.
4 years.
No, as in since the last video. 2.5 months.
Yeah.
2.5 months. Which was my stag do. Oh no, maybe a month and a half. Month and a half. There we go. As you can see, things are still as chaotic as always. If not more so at the moment. But I am starting this video off in a very crazy way. Because there are some life updates that we must give you. First of all, we have officially got married, and then round my neck is the one we used on the actual wedding day. This is just a new one because it actually fits. So yeah, we are officially married. We're waiting for content to come back so that we can then post it on our YouTube, as we had a videographer as well. So that will be coming. But we're just waiting to have those back and then we can post them. So yeah, so that has been really, really positive, wasn't it, Marcy?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a good day?
Mm.
Yeah, we had a good day. And then, since then, do I need to tell them about my work stuff or not really? What do you think?
Do you really?
Okay, we'll see how the day progresses. Probably the biggest update, as you guys would have known from pretty much the inception of this channel, has been fitness related, structured training, structured eating, so on and so forth, besides the 10,000 calorie challenge. Although that was still structured because I had to plan it out. But I, on Monday, have stopped working with Ethan. No, like, part of his, like, so I stopped working with him. Because after the wedding and the weekend away that we had, I wanted to take a step back from tracking and just sort of have a better relationship with food, which he and Marcy have helped me achieve over the past 2-3 years. Obviously Marcy taking up the bulk of the earlier part, which was the hardest part. So yeah, so we've moved away from tracking, and we are now trying to find food freedom. Now, the issue with that is where I have been tracking pretty much religiously and non-stop for 5 years, I am extremely hungry now, where most meals will not hit the sides at all. Now, done some research and had a little check as to what the difference is between extreme hunger and binging. So, just to clarify, binging is sort of like almost like an out-of-body experience where you're full, you're fully satiated, and you sit there and go, okay, I'm done, but then you keep shoving stuff in your mouth, and people do suffer with that. But you just keep eating even though you are full. Whereas extreme hunger, after an extended time of, what's the word? Restricting yourself. So after a time of like extreme restriction, or potentially bad relationships with food, like a binge restrict, which I did fall into in the earlier stages when I was still at university. Your body just goes, okay, well, we don't know when we're going to get food again because we've been restricting, so we're just still hungry. So it was Tuesday night, and I think that was the hardest night so far, where I had dinner with Marcy and then I had a dessert because I was like, I can. And I sat there and I was like, nope, still hungry. So then I went and got like a yogurt granola bowl with some protein in it. Still hungry. What did I have after that?
Did you have bagel?
Yeah, I think I had a bagel, one with cream cheese and one with Biscoff. Had it.
Still hungry.
Still hungry. But at that point, the guilt started setting in of like, no, you should be hungry, what are you doing? And so basically what we're trying to do and what we're going to show in this video is the sort of battle post-tracking that I want to try and come through. Now, I've had a chat with someone called Danny Bosworth, who Marcy put me in touch with, and also watching Stephanie Buttermore's All In series, because even at the time when it came out 4 years ago, I resonated with it, and now 4 years later, it's kind of the situation I'm in. So it's hard after 5 years of being so physique driven, after being so controlled over food and what I put into my body, and even if you have macros, you're still controlling what you put into your body to try and hit fiber, to try and hit good fats, bad fats, everything like that. You still are restricting. So just trying to push through that, but understanding that there is weight gain. So I woke up this morning, and I'll be honest with you, I feel fluffy as fuck. Like, I feel horrendously fluffy, and just like I've gained like 15 kilos already. Obviously I haven't. Yeah, were you looking for the dog?
I was like, where's it gone?
So yeah, I just feel ridiculously fluffy, and last night was hard as well because I woke up at 1:30, went for a wee, and couldn't get back to sleep for an hour and a half because I was so hungry, and I was dealing with like the guilt of I shouldn't go and eat. It's 1:30, and
If I did that.
I know you did, but this is like the battle. We're like being 3 days in. So yeah, so this has been 6 minutes of your life that you'll never get back listening to me, but I'm going to try and bring you along for a bit of a journey and see how we get on. But yeah, I'm even sat here right now, I'm hungry, I'm going to get food in a second, so I'm going to go and do that. So I just did our first food shop since I've stopped tracking. Very strange to be able to sort of get whatever you want, but then it was almost like I was still restricting on what I could get. So I did get myself something to make up like a curry for later, because I love a curry. But then also, I'm going to spend the morning and some of the afternoon baking. We did some yesterday, which are tucked away in here. It's been on my Instagram, so check it out if you want to. So yeah, I'm just going to spend some time doing that to try and like almost keep myself slightly more occupied and doing something rather than just doing nothing. So yeah, I'm going to start doing that and see what we can come up with. What are you doing? So part one is done, and I will show you what it looks like. It's currently setting in the fridge. In there. So now we wait for that to cool. We then have another layer which we'll be putting on top. But on top of that, there will also be a Biscoff layer. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm nervous for it because it's the first time doing it, but got to start somewhere. Okay, back to the main sort of topic today. Yeah, so this morning I then ended up, so I had my smoothie, I then had a protein pudding, and I had like a bagel with beans and a couple of bacon medallions, and then like a bunch of water. Still hungry. Went to the shops, came back, did the baking. I'm just still hungry, but I'm finding it really hard to not feel guilty. So I almost have to have Marcy around to be like, okay, how are you feeling? If the answer is I am hungry, then you should eat. But I'm, yeah, feeling very guilty about it, and that's just the honest thing as well. Like, yeah, it's not easy. So it is almost 11:30 and I'm hungry, and I am having a sandwich, and for the first time in God knows how long, I'm having normal cheese. Sounds strange, but normally I'd have the half fat or the lighter one to save on fat, but we're not doing that, are we?
Nope.
Nope. So that is normal cheese. So I am actually kind of nervous. As weird as it sounds.
It's different, isn't it? I think you'll really enjoy it.
Probably, yeah.
You're literally outing me right now about how bad under the bed.
Yep.
Yogs, what's this, Yogi?
This is new space.
Yogi, what's this?
Oh, that's where the wash basket went.
What wash basket?
Hi. Hi, Yogi. Yogi, 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 Yogi. Hi, buddy. Come here. Come here, buddy. Okay. No worries. So hunger is still very present, so we are making up cream of rice with our pineapple and all of that stuff. So yeah, still just trying to eat because we are hungry. We're not trying to be like, no, we'll be fine for another hour or two. Like, I am hungry. I have been hungry pretty much all day. So yeah. We are about to head on a wander, even though the weather isn't very nice. Almost cried earlier. Just feeling extremely overwhelmed with how hungry I am. And I think as well it's hard going from being so physique driven to now not being so physique driven. And being so hungry is tough, because I genuinely think I could sit here and probably have at least like 10,000 calories minimum. and still be okay. So I don't know when it gets to the point of me just being like, just go for it, because I'm still not honouring when I'm hungry, which is like all the time. So yeah, just very overwhelming. Not really too sure what to do. Feel like I'm like stuck in a limbo. We have gone for a curry and a naan bread tonight. I'm so hungry and ready for this. There will be more afterwards. I can almost guarantee it. What do you think so far?
It's me. That's the next bit.
Okay.
What do you mean?
How are you finding it all? Me not tracking?
It's different, isn't it? Very different, but I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
You've done amazing. Just hard because you never know how it's going to affect someone.
Yeah.
And like you said, but you've tracked for 5 years, and I think, like we've talked about, it can be easy to think that people are going to judge you for what you're eating or for not tracking or whatever, or moving away from it.
Yeah.
But actually, it just shows like real growth because, like we've said before, like it's a very disordered industry in terms of like eating food. It has a purpose, but you want more life balance, and I think, yeah, sadly this part is just the part you've got to get through.
All the
You will.
food. So it is now the next day. We ended up eating a lot of food, as expected, and I do need to show you that we have finished the cookie pie, and we cut it out this morning, and that is what we are working with. Looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. But yeah, woke up last night, I had to take Yogi out at about 1ish, and I was hungry. Woke up at 6, I was hungry, and so far I've already nearly drank. I've had my breakfast and my pre-workout meal, and also nearly a full thing of those, and yeah, still hungry. So it's definitely an experience at the moment, but we move. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready for the gym, and hopefully that will sort of get me into a better headspace as well, because I'm feeling very fat and just there. Obviously, we have the stressful side of being hungry all the time and everything like that, but equally the positive side of being able to go out for food and eat whatever. So for example, we very impromptu met up with Marcy's mum, and we went to like a coffee shop which we'd wanted to try for ages, but I'm not really into the drinks, so it would have been for a dessert or something like that, and we ended up just sitting down for a bit. Yogi got a pup cup and I had a carrot cake slice, which was really nice. Obviously, as we know, still hungry, but it's the common thing at this point. But it's nice to be able to go and do that without being like, it doesn't fit into my food. So we've got 2 ways of looking at it. So yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and let you know that that was a positive that we have so far. But yeah, I also tried the cookie pie slice. Incredible. However, still hungry afterwards. So yeah, it's just trying to figure that bit out. But yeah, trying to look at the positive side. We'll be going out for food on Sunday as well, and it's just nice to be able to have that relaxation. But yeah. Okay, so I never ended this video because I wanted to talk about it a bit more a few days after. So it is now the following week. We are on, what day are we on? Thursday? We're on Thursday. So it's about 2 weeks now that I've not been tracking, and the hunger is still through the roof, to be perfectly honest with you. Although I'm starting to feel a bit more satiated, but for maybe about 20 minutes at most. Still dealing with the guilt of eating, the weight gain that is inevitable when eating almost like 6,000-7,000 calories some days. But the other side of things, the flexibility has returned back to my life, so I'm no longer sort of like bounded by meal timings, weigh-ins, things like that. My sleep has been better, besides the fact that I'm so warm when I go to sleep. Like, because I'm eating so much, my body is naturally warmer, so during the night it is quite warm. More energy, gym training is going pretty good. Most things go up each time. So yeah, so that's going, and then like Marcy and I were able to eat dinners together, things like that. So there's negatives that we will work through, but the positives so far have been really, really pleasant positives. So we're going away this weekend as well, and we are able to go and just enjoy ourselves. And then on the other side of things, I'm starting a new business venture. So if any of you have any time and you'd like to check it out on Instagram, it is the Bodybuilding Cookie. So if you want to go and have a look at that, that would be
up here.
bam, bam, bam. So if you want to go and check that out, please do, and follow if you haven't already. But otherwise, I'm going to end the video here, and I'll probably give you guys an update at some point when maybe the hunger calms down or we've had a bit more going on. But yeah, otherwise it's tough, and there's days like today I woke up and I just feel horrendous. I feel like my my face is just really fat. Yeah, tough, but we're going to try our best. Anyway, if you guys have enjoyed a very different style of video, please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Have a good day, and goodbye.